Hello, my name is Carlos Urban, and today I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook ad. Remember that Facebook and Instagram is basically it's the same company, so you can do the Facebook and the Instagram in the same place. So the first thing that you need is to create a Facebook business page or profile. So what you're going to do is you're going to, just do Facebook for business, and then here you're going to go to set up a Facebook page. You're going to click over here, okay, and then you can click create a page and a business or brand. Then you put the page name and category, continue. Well, I don't want to create another one, but once you do that, then let's just put something. So I'm going to put something and then cancel it. So I'm going to call it CE page. Category, I'm going to say photography or photographer. So I'm going to continue. So once you have the basic information, you can just add a picture or anything. So my hobby is photography, so I created one for photography recently, and then you have all of this information. So you can promote the page, do it automatically. You can do it in many different ways, but the way that I want to show you today is the one that gives you the most options and so you have full control, which is with the ads manager. Okay, so the ads manager is over here, create an ad. So when you click on this, it opens what is called the ads manager. Now, since you haven't created anything, it's not going to show anything in your account. So here it's asking me what do I want to do, create a new campaign. So we'll get to that in a second. But before you start creating the new campaign here, I want you to go to Canva. So Canva is um, a place where you have many different templates. So you can open a free account. So in this case, I was looking for different templates until I found one that I like for photography. And what I did is, so this is the template that I found, and then I just added some of my pictures, changed the contact information, and this is the one that I decided to use. You can do like a screenshot or you can download it. So once you have it in your computer, then what you can do is then you go back to the ads manager. So this is what it ended up. This is all the previews of the ad that I created. Okay, you can see here is for Instagram, here is for a Facebook feed, and so on. Now, let me show you you have also the reels. So it gives you a preview of everything that you need. So this is the preview. So I'm going to close the preview for a second so that you can see how I did it. So basically, I'm going to go back all the way to the beginning. Okay, so remember the first thing it asked me is what was my objective? Well, first a campaign name, so I'm calling it portraits. Category, special, leave this blank. This is if you have special categories and you don't want to put anything here because otherwise it can restrict you from doing things. Because if you're doing things that have to do with these things, there is special rules for that. Now, you have different objectives here. So in this case, I'm going to leave it at awareness because awareness is my main objective since I'm relatively new and not a lot of people know me. By the way, you can also do an A/B test. An A/B test allows you to do two different versions of the ad to see which one does better. So maybe you have two different titles or call to actions, and then you can test that. For now, I'm just going to leave that off. Okay. I, so we'll talk about budget later. For now, I just want to show you the basics on how to create the ad. So I put already my objective. Once I put my objective, I can also have different sets within my campaign. So I'm going to call this one set one. Then it asks me, where do you want to promote? Choose the Facebook page you want to promote, and my Facebook page is Carlos Urban Photography. And if you don't find it here, you can basically just put the name, just write the name, and it will find it for you. So daily budget, you can put, you have several choices. For now, I'm just going to leave it like that, $5. When do you want it to start? You can then set an end date. You have here more options. Okay, you can schedule and so on. But the part that is most important is right here. Who do you want to target? Okay, so you can create a new audience, or you can use a target that you already use. So in this particular case, you see how it lets you edit. So if I click over here, so for example, location, United States, that's too broad. I'm actually going to narrow that down, okay? And sorry. So I'm gonna put Miami. So you have Miami, Florida. I wanted to find, I thought there was one for Miami and for Lauderdale. So, well, Miami 25 miles, that's fine. That's fine for me. You can be even more specific. So let's say I also wanted to put for Lauderdale. Or you can even put your address. Okay? So you can put your address. But in this case, I'm just going to leave it in Miami. Age group 18 to 65, that's perfectly fine. Now, be careful. If you go below 18, then there is some restrictions to that. All genders, fine. Now here, where the detailed targeting, you can basically add a general word like photography, and it'll give you suggestions. So actually, I put portrait because that's the main thing. So you want to start, you see, so portrait photography, so it gives you this one. I definitely don't want to do weddings, okay? So this is fine, portrait photography, that's fine. Same thing, so this is, again, demographics. You can also go to interest. So let me click here on interest. So you see you have all of the, you can go to hobbies, okay? Or you can basically do, you can do like a search. Again, so I put portrait photography as one of the interests, okay? The other thing that I want is usually people who need this type of photography are like actors and models. So I'm going to put models. Oops, sorry. So when you put models, you can click suggestions. Okay, here. Modeling agency, that's what I wanted, modeling agency. Okay, what else? Let's see. You can exclude different things. So now this one, I don't want this. So you see, I can just remove it. I can just remove it. Okay, so that's enough. But you see, you can just spend here a lot of time. You can also make sure you exclude. So I'm going to exclude weddings. I don't want to do weddings. Okay? So make sure that I don't want to get phone calls and spend my money on something that I don't want to do. Okay, so I'm going to save this audience. I'm going to call this one portraits I'm gonna cut it Porter's models because that's the main thing that so I'm just gonna call it like that. And the reason why I'm saving this is because later on I have to do the same thing if I want to do a very similar, um, a similar ad. Okay. So frequency, one impression every 7 days. So again, I can change it to whatever I want, and it tells me the reach. But because I put $5, well, with $5, you're not gonna get a whole lot. Okay, so let's keep on going so we can finally get to, putting the ad. Okay, so this is my Facebook page. I'm gonna keep it simple, so I put a single image. Okay, cost may result in, okay. Now let's say I wanted to change this image, so I can go here to edit, right? And I can, this is 1 second, create, so you can add, and you can, well, you see, so when I put add media, you can either upload new, so here you can upload new pictures, or I can change to any of these pictures that I already have uploaded. By the way, Facebook goes through my Instagram and my website and picks some images for me, but I'm gonna keep the one that I designed because the whole purpose of doing this is so that you learn how to do it with, um, using Canva. All right, I think again, you definitely don't want to publish until you're ready. So here you have some previews, but it's better if you click here where it has that and you have it much bigger. You see? Now you have it much bigger, and this is what I was showing you before. So again, a very simple tutorial. I don't want it to be very long. The whole thing is you need to, play with all the settings. And I would say the most important setting is the audience, meaning, the target. You want to make sure you go to the right people because otherwise it's not going to be very effective. Okay, well, thank you very much. I'll be doing more tutorials. This one just was, I wanted to show, how to use Canva and then how to use it for your, um, how to create an ad. This one actually looks pretty good. Thank you.